So we got a lot of predictions to do for this video. We got NXT Takeover Toronto with 5 matches or 4. I think it's actually 4 matches. No, it's 5. It's 5 matches, the standard. And then we have for WWE Summerslam, I believe it's like 8, maybe 7 matches. It's going to be a long video, as you guys can already see, with some My Hero Academia gameplay on the screen as well. Regardless, first match we're going to talk about is Io Shirai versus Candice LeRae, which should be a really good match. It's one fall to the finish, and it's not no disqualification, which I thought it was going to be, but it's not. But this has to do with my later prediction with Shayna Baszler and Mia Yim. So I'm thinking Candice LeRae is going to beat Io with a roll up here at the pay-per-view. Probably going to catch her off guard. Io's going to just beat the hell out of Candice. Like in the beginning, Candice is going to get a lot of offense in, but then Io's just going to kind of destroy her and then beat her, or try to beat her with like a moonsault perhaps. She gets rolled up. Candice wins. Io's pissed. She attacks Candice, and then they have another match perhaps on the next NXT episode with Io winning. A little 50-50 booking, which is okay. They don't do that too much in NXT, so I think it's fine if it happens here. But I'll explain what that has to do with the championship match later. You'll see what I mean. Some of you probably already know what I'm going to say. Anyways. So now we got the non-title match out of the way. First championship match. Usually it's the tag team championships at the beginning of the show. So I think what they're going to have here is the Street Profits versus the Undisputed Era. Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford versus Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly Auto Parts. So this is going to be really good, I think. But I don't think the Street Profits have a lot of longevity as a tag team. Chill. Listen. As a tag team champions. Because they seem like a better team for fighting for the championships rather than retaining them. Because think about it. They only have one way that they win matches. Spinebuster, Frog Splash. That's it. Unless they have a bunch of matches that are different from the regular tag match, I don't really see the title reign being that long. Like, yeah, they had a ladder match and they won. It was different. Maybe they could have a cage match if they wanted to. Maybe they could have a tornado tag match if they wanted to. But the standard for the tag team championships in NXT is a tag team match. Maybe a ladder match here and there, but usually it's just a 2-on-2 tag team classic matchup. And that usually favors the Undisputed Era more because they have different ways of beating their opponents, which makes it more interesting seeing them defend the championships over and over again. And seeing them in tag team matches in general because of, I don't know, how well they work as a team. They just have so much diversity with their offense. Very versatile, if you will. So, I'm going to have to go with Undisputed Era winning. Moving on to the women's championship match with Shayna Baszler and who? Mia Yim. I'm sorry about that if you like Mia Yim. I'm not a big fan, but I like what she's been doing. I like this build to this match. Taking out Jessamyn Duke and Marina Shafir, clearly learning that they're probably going to be ringside if she's a threat to Shayna. That's a big if, though. Like, I don't see her beating Shayna. She very well could, and she might. And if she does, whatever. But I just don't see it happening. So I gotta go with Shayna retaining here with the Karafuda clutch, I think is what it's called. She's gonna choke her out. I think Mia might, the first time she might power out of it. Second time she might roll through and try to get a roll up. Third time she's gonna tap for sure. She's gonna tap or pass out. Actually, they're probably gonna make a pass out to keep her strong. Her tapping out wouldn't be too good for her. They faced each other before, and I believe Shayna won rather easily. I think I might be wrong about that. I'm pretty sure they faced each other at least once before, right? For the championship, right? On NXT TV. I'm not 100% sure, but I gotta go with Shayna winning this one, which will lead to her defending the championship against Io Shirai and Candice LeRae, I think. And that match will be incredible, and I think Candice will win in a triple threat there. Then probably beat, or Io will win, and then she'll beat Shayna, finally. And then she'll lose to Candice LeRae, and Candice will be the champion. I can see that happening. Anyways, we move on now. I think it's the triple threat match for the North American Championship. This one has the potential to be the match of the night. This is going to be excellent. Every NXT Takeover pay-per-view has been really good. This is going to be incredible, this match specifically. Roderick Strong versus Pete Dunne, both challenging for the NXT North American Championship, of which is possessed by Velveteen Dream. One fall to a finish. It seems like Pete Dunne and Velveteen Dream were focused on each other than Roderick Strong, because they both, Roderick lost to Matt Riddle, so I see why Velveteen Dream isn't really concerned. And Pete Dunne just beat Roderick Strong on NXT TV. So I'm thinking they're going to be focused on each other more, and Roderick's going to sneak out the back door with the championship. I think Pete Dunne's going to hit Velveteen with the end of Heartache, and he's going to get, he's going to hit Velveteen with a bitter end, and then get hit with the bitter of the end of Heartache. I'm struggling to talk, I'm sorry. But yeah, Roderick's winning here. Undisputed Era, they all have gold right now. To this point, bringing us into the main event, where I think Adam Cole's going to lose. But he's not going to lose to Johnny Gargano. Here's why I think that. Listen up. Alright? Sit back and listen. I think a lot of people already predicted this, but whatever. So, we have Adam Cole and Johnny Gargano. I'm assuming the first fall is going to be a regular one-on-one matchup again. And I think Johnny Gargano is going to lose to Adam Cole via either outside... No. Yeah, I see this. He's going to get beat by outside interference. The Undisputed Era is going to come out. They're going to cheat. And then Johnny Gargano is going to lose to Adam Cole with the last shot. Probably going to get hit with the last shot and then get hit with that Panama City Sunrise just to guarantee he loses. Because he kicks out of everything. Dude, it's ridiculous. So, he's going to lose like that. And then, street fight begins. And they're just going to pummel Johnny Gargano for a little bit. And then I think Tommaso Ciampa will probably come from underneath the ring with a kendo stick, with a crutch, and he's just gonna batter the Undisputed Era, and he's gonna take out Adam Cole, and then DIY versus Undisputed Era 2v4. It's gonna be really, really cool to see it. But in the end, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano will hit the meet me in the middle on Adam Cole, or maybe they'll go for it, and then Tommaso will get pulled out of the ring. And then Johnny will just put Adam Cole and the Gargano escape, make him tap on his own, so that if he gets help to win, even though it makes sense for him to get help here, it may kind of make him look weak. So I could see if he has to make him tap out by himself. I could see that happening. Sorry, I keep scratching my ears. Freaking itch a lot. I don't know why. Anyways, yes, I cleaned them. Calm down. Anyways, then we get to the final fall. William Regal comes out. He says he's going to announce a match. And he's probably going to be like, well, what I was going to do was a steel cage match. Or I was going to do an Iron Man match. I don't know. Some sort of matchup. But he's like, no. Now that Tommaso's out here, this gives me an idea. Tommaso is medically cleared to compete. So this match will be a triple threat match. And Tommaso will win the championship in the triple threat, pinning probably Adam Cole. Probably. I could see that happening. Or he pins them both. I don't know. But Tommaso wins the belt back, and then him and Johnny Gargano finally have their final match, and we get it into their saga, I think. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with Undisputed Era, though. That's the only thing that makes it kind of hard to predict. And Tommaso might not even show up, because he's supposed to show up in the middle of August. Technically, the 11th of August is not really the middle. But anyways, I mean, kind of, not really. Second week of August, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyways, I gotta go with Tommaso here, and probably gonna be Adam Cole, but I'm just gonna pick up Tommaso. Just gonna pick him. Okay, just deal with it. Just let me have that. Moving on, I think now we go into SummerSlam. So I predicted 2 titles changing hands here. No, 3 titles changing hands. And in someone's predictions league, I can't pick Tommaso to win. So I just chose 2 titles to retain or whatever. But anyways, enough about that. SummerSlam. First match I want to talk about. I want to talk about all the non-title matches first, okay? Talk about all the non-title matches first. So before I forget it, we're going to talk about Roman Reigns versus Buddy Murphy. I think that's what's happening. Or not? Is that happening? Right? That's not happening, is it? I don't think that's on the card. It shouldn't be. Doesn't look like it is. So never mind. Fuck that. I thought that's what they were going to do. I saw something on Twitter and on YouTube them talking about that happening. A lot of people talking about that happening, but maybe not. If it does happen, I'm going with Roman. But ignore that. Ziggler versus Goldberg. Y'all aren't going to like this one, I don't think. My prediction here. Actually, y'all probably going to laugh in my face. So here's what I think. I think that that he'll win. I think Ziggler is going to beat Goldberg. Here's how. Goldberg is going to spear the absolute holy hell out of Ziggler. But Ziggler is going to roll out of the ring. And then Goldberg is going to go after him, try to get him back in the ring. Ziggler's going to roll out of the ring again. It's going to be a short match. Gets him back in the ring, and then he's going to try to go for a spear again. Ziggler's going to counter it, and Goldberg's going to hit his head on the turnbuckle. Zigzag, Goldberg's rattled, but he kicks out of it. Now Goldberg picks up, is in trouble with Ziggler. He mounts a little bit of offense, gets a bit of a comeback, probably hits another spear, and now he's like, I'm going to hit the jackhammer. And he's going to like do his little taunt, but he's going to like grab his head because he's still rattled or whatever. Because remember what happened last time, he hit his head on the turnbuckle and got tombstone by Undertaker at Super Showdown. So he goes for the jackhammer. Ziggler either knees him in the head or floats out of it into like a chokehold, like, sleeper hold or whatever, and then Goldberg breaks out. I see this ending, though, with Ziggler hitting Goldberg with a super kick. Not one. I think he's going to hit him with a few super kicks. I think he's going to hit him with one, and then Goldberg's going to bounce off the ropes and going to hit him with it again, and then he's going to pin him until he's going to beat him. He's probably going to get squashed, all right? But I'm just going to pick Ziggler because I don't think they're... With Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff being involved now, I don't think Ziggler's going to get built up again only to get squashed again. Like, I just think that's really stupid if they do that. I could be wrong, but that's what I think. Neither here nor there. We're going to talk about... what's the next thing we talk about here? I guess the Fiend versus Finn Balor, the easiest match to predict on the card. Fiend's going to win. All right, let's not even entertain the idea of Finn Balor winning. Bray Wyatt's going to win. Finn Balor's going to go away for a bit, come back as a demon, and then he's going to defeat the Fiend later on. But right now, Bray Wyatt needs this win. He's going to win. Is he going to go for the Universal Championship? I don't know. Is he going to go for the United States Championship? I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, Charlotte Flair versus Trish Stratus. Trish could win, but I think this is what's going to happen. I think Charlotte is going to beat Trish by injuring her leg with the figure 8. And then she's going to like taunt, and then she's going to come back in, and she's going to do more damage to Trish. And then Liv Morgan is going to come out to save Trish, and she's going to probably hit the Stratus faction or something. I don't know. She's going to do something to Charlotte, and then Charlotte and Liv will have a little feud going. That would be cool. And then Liv can probably go after the SmackDown Championship a little bit after. I think that's cool. We'll see. Whatever. That's what I think is going to happen. And now we have Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens. May not be the easiest one to predict, but I gotta go with Shane for this reason specifically. All right. Owens has to win this matchup because all this build, they can't keep this going. People were livid about Shane McMahon. We're tired of seeing him. There's no way they're going to continue this. If anything, he'll show up on Raw and then get beat up again. But I think that's what's going to happen. I think Kevin's going to be stubbing out Shane McMahon. Shane's going to be in a lot of trouble. He's going to be getting beat down. Then Elias will interfere. Drew McIntyre will interfere. The Revival are not defending their belts, so they'll interfere too. And then, they're not champions anymore. But anyways, they'll come out, they'll interfere as well. Then they'll get stopped by Heath Slater, maybe Sami Zayn, definitely The Miz, maybe Roman Reigns. Yeah, Roman Reigns isn't competing, so yeah, he might show up too. I don't know. I'm saying these people because they all got screwed over by Shane. So I think they're all going to show up, and they're going to stop all these people from interfering. And then Kevin Owens is going to hit the stunner, and he's going to beat Shane McMahon. That's what I think is going to happen. Could be wrong. That's what I'm going with. Now we can talk about the championships. So we got the Cruiserweight Championship, Drew Gulak versus Oney Lorcan. Oney is probably going to give him the fight of his life. He's going to give Drew Gulak a hell of a competitive match. But in the end, it doesn't even matter because I think Drew is going to have a long title reign ahead of him. I think he's going to beat Oney. And then eventually, he will lose the belt to either Jack Gallagher, probably not, or he'll lose it to Chad Gable, maybe not, or he'll lose it to Humberto Carrillo, who will lose it to the other two, I think. Because it'll be like, the young guy who came in and then Drew took him under his wing, and then now Humberto comes back and beats him for the belt. I think that'd be a really cool story. That's what I think is going to happen. So right now, Drew retains. AJ Styles versus Ricochet. Even though Ricochet could win, all right? Ricochet could beat AJ Styles here. I don't think he's going to. I think he's going to move on to something else. What? I don't know. I don't know what he's going to move on to, but I think he's going to lose here to AJ, and AJ will lose the belt to maybe The Fiend, or he'll lose to somebody else. But he's not losing to Ricochet. Not yet. Maybe they'll keep this going. I don't know. It'll be really cool to see, though. Maybe Ricochet does win, and then he loses to Andrade. I don't know, man. I don't know what they're going to do with Ricochet after this. Maybe he'll go for the Universal Championship, which I'm totally fine with, whether it's Brock Lesnar or Seth Rollins. Anyways, AJ's winning. Now we move on to the SmackDown Women's Championship. Bayley versus Ember Moon. Not really much of a story here. So basically what they're trying to do, I think, here's my interpretation. I think this is what they're trying to do. Ember gets an opportunity that she's been waiting for a long time, and she's not ready for it. I think that's what they're doing, basically. She keeps getting in these matches or whatever. She tries to, I'm gonna go after the champion, take him out or whatever. Hit her with the Eclipse, and then she gets hit with the Beta Belly, and then she gets caught in a sharpshooter later. It's not a very good story, all right. It's just me trying to pull things together. Seems like she's just not ready, and she's gonna lose to Bayley, and it's gonna be like a respect thing. And then maybe Sasha Banks will come out, and then Sasha will attack Ember, and then she'll attack Bayley as well. I don't know. Sasha might not even never show up, dude. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But whatever. We'll see. Let's see what's next here. I think we can talk about the Raw Women's Championship now. Sure. Submission match. Becky Lynch defending against Natalya. Sharpshooter versus Disarmer. And I think the arm is going to be very important here. I think Becky's leg is going to be injured, but Natalya won't be able to apply the hold for too long, the sharpshooter being the hold. She won't be able to hold it for too long because her legs will be injured, or no, her arm will be injured. And then maybe Becky will counter into her own sharpshooter, but her legs won't be strong enough to do it, so Natalya will get out of it. And then right after that, goes right into the Disarmer, and then Natalya has to tap because Becky breaks her arm. I don't know. Or she just makes her tap. We'll see. Now we got the 2 world title matches. Kofi Kingston versus Randy Orton, which I think should be the main event. It's not going to be, I don't think. But it could be really good. So here's what I'm thinking is going to happen here. I think Kofi is going to go for the Trouble in Paradise. And gets caught. I think he's going to get hit with at least one RKO. He has to. They can't not have him get hit with the RKO. He has to get hit with it, and he has to kick out. Has to happen. Randy has to get hit with the Trouble in Paradise, and Randy has to kick out. Has to happen. Here's why. If Kofi kicks out, he proves Randy wrong, right? Oh, I'm not stupid. I can be the champion. I just kicked out of your finisher. If Randy kicks out of the Trouble in Paradise, it's like Randy could actually beat this guy for the belt. He might actually beat him. He just kicked out. No one's kicked out since Kofi become champion. So now that someone has, it's like, oh no, Randy's going to win. But then Kofi wins anyway. Maybe not with the Trouble in Paradise. Maybe he does. Maybe he'll hit him with the Trouble in Paradise and then he bounces off the ropes. I keep saying this. Anyways, he bounces off the ropes and gets hit with an SOS. I don't know. It's going to be good. But I got to say Kofi's going to win. Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins. This seems academic. I should just go Brock Lesnar's winning. Because Seth's body is destroyed. And I don't think they're going to have Brock Lesnar lose to an injured challenger. I just don't see that happening. However, Seth could just roll him up. He could. That would be something. And I'd be fine with that. Goes for the F5 for like the second or third time. Seth rolls him up. That'd be really cool. All I know is Seth's got to bring the fight. He's got to go crazy in this match. He's got to get people back with him again. Because a lot of people hate him right now. A lot of people hate him. He's been saying some dumb shit on Twitter. A lot of people hate him right now. Social media is a terrible thing sometimes. So, This is the first time I think that they're getting an action. No, but it's not because Seth's injured. But technically, this is their first real match, if that makes sense. Like, there's no pre-match beatdown. I don't think there's gonna be any low blows. I think it's just gonna be a really good match between the two, and Seth will win. What if Paul Heyman helped Seth win, or what if Buddy Murphy was actually he actually said Rollins. He didn't say Rowan. He was talking about Rollins. Like, it sounded like he said Rollins at first and he said Rowan. I don't know. I don't think this is gonna happen. Anyways, what if like Seth turns heel and he wins, retained, or gets the belt back like that, and then Brock could just be a face? That'd be cool. Not gonna happen though. I think Brock's gonna beat him, and then maybe Brock will lose to Ricochet in a really cool match. Anyways, I gotta go. I don't want him to win. I really don't. But I gotta pick Brock. It just makes more sense. I gotta pick Brock. There's no way Seth can win being injured. Like, that hurts the character of Brock, I think. So I guess we gotta go with Brock winning. But if Seth wins, I'll be happy. So that's it for my predictions. Hope y'all enjoyed it. See y'all next time.